up your army is really effective in battles, and it's not only effective in battles. In Tyrannostand we saw that it can be really effective in creeping and harassing at the same time. You're basically disabling your opponent from creeping while you're creeping on your own with just units. But for that you need a certain amount of skill, map control, and multitasking abilities. So if you can pull that off, you shouldn't be trying to do it, because this strat won't be as effective as it can be on a higher level of play. So I want to thank you all for listening, and I guess I'm going to make some more, because this is the ladder reset special. So thank you, and see you for the next one. Bye bye.
Hey WCR Play, Sasuke here with another audio commentary, and we got for you today a special game on Furbolg Mountain with Star Moonfans versus KOD Cruncher. And we're going to pause the game at the 1 minute mark, and we will then talk about a nightelf versus human game on Furbolg Mountain, which is a map created by KOD Box. And it definitely has a lot of potential, even though I really hate the ridges. I don't know if he fixed it in later versions, but when I play tested this, I definitely did not like the ridges at all. So oh, I accidentally went past 1 minute, so please go to 1 minute and 5 seconds and pause it over there. And Kiesel, and we're going to resume the game then. And we're going to resume the game in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and resume. So 1 minute 6, 1 minute 7, 1 minute 8, 1 minute 9, etc., etc., etc. And let's take a look at Moonfan's base. He's building a Moonwell, he's building an Ancient of War, and it looks like he's going for a tavern here. He's building an Altar of Elders all the way in the back. Let's take away the fog of war and take a look on at this map. On the easier expos, or the closer expos on the right, you have a polar Furbolg. I can't get out of my words. A polar Furbolg. Wow. Okay, I never had a problem pronouncing most words so far, but it's a polar. It's a polar. It's a. Goddamn. It's a polar Furbolg tracker. Oh wow, that was hard. A polar Furbolg tracker. Try saying that 10 times fast. Polar Furbolg tracker. Polar. Bleh. Can't even do it twice. But anyways, let's just ignore the polar Furbolg tracker for now, and let's enjoy the game. Moonfence is going to creep the ogres. There are some. It's a pretty easy creep camp to creep with an ogre magi and 2 ogres, and Cruncher is going for the very same camp. Let's take a look at some other camps. You got a mercenary camp with golems, mammoth, and ice trolls, and ice troll warlord, mammoth, and some other ice trolls. Trappers with and snare. So that's some pretty cool creeps on this map, and the other gold mine is guarded by a polar Furbolg shaman. Man, box change the name of these critters, or of these creeps. Sorry, the polar Furbolg shaman and the polar Furbolg. Whatever. And Moonfence is building another Ancient of War near the mercenary camp. Let's turn off Fog of War again. I think we've seen enough of the creep camp so far. And as far as map analysis goes, this is definitely a hard map for human to be expanding, and this is a great map to be creeping for both elf and orc, it seems. But on the other hand, these mercenary camps are pretty easily creepable by human, and so is the polar Furbolgs. I really want to get this down. Excuse me for mispronouncing so many times, but I really hate it when I can't pronounce the word properly. Polar Furbolgs, whatever. And Moonfence just level to level 2. SK Shocky saying boom. It's not boom. It's more like whoosh when his breath of fire. But this the creep camps are looking kind of balanced, I guess, but perhaps this is pretty easily creepable for orc. Can take out the troll warlord, for example, without the mammoths being able to get in iffy. if the Blade Master can get there in a corner with level 2. I don't know what the item drops are on this map yet, but I guess we'll find out soon enough when the creeping continues. And Cruncher's playing really aggressively versus this panda, and the reason why he's playing aggressively versus this panda is that he does definitely not want dead panda to get level 3 fast, so he can potentially harass his base or be a great asset in the fight. I mean, level 2 panda is handleable, especially if it's a first hero, but level 3 panda will definitely be a lot harder for Cruncher to deal with. And this is a man-made ski resort. Yeah, definitely true. With all these ramps, you can snowboard and ski all over these Furbolg mountains. And Moonfence manages to kill that creep, I think. I didn't really see it well. And Cruncher is going for some riflemen. And tier 2, and his tier 2 tech is nearly finished, building an arcane vault at the moment. Well, Moonfence is just, he's got his 6 archers going on, he's moving his Ancient of War. And as soon as you're done producing archers and you feel like you don't need any more, you should always instantly move your Ancient of War away to another creep camp to creep your hero and potentially second hero. And usually on standard games you get like Demon Hunter as your first hero, and then you just creep with the DH and the Ancient of War first, and then you can just use that to creep with your secondary hero while harassing with your first hero for the Demon Hunter, for example. I wonder when he's going to creep the Polar Furbolg tracker, just so I can say that name again. Anyways, 2 lords going up here for Moonfence, harassment coming in by Cruncher. Bad Breath of Fire there by Moonfence. You should always, you shouldn't be too eager to be Breath of Firing unless you're sure you get a hit. He just like Drunken Haze Breath of Fire and didn't take into account that Cruncher would potentially dodge. So bad move there by Moonfence. Lucky for Cruncher, because otherwise his units wouldn't have been in the shape they are right now. And Cool is actually right. I think a Mountain King would be better in this situation, playing against Pandaren Brewmaster as the first hero. And let's take a look at the warrior arachnids and where Cruncher is walking. I mean, they're in such a beautiful garden. I mean, it's all flowers and stuff. I think looks like Box really loves these warrior arachnids and these barbed arachnids. Or was it arachnithids? Whatever an arachnithid may be. And the polar Furbolgs are going down. I mean, how can someone possibly pronounce that right? Polar Furbolgs. Polar Furbolgs. Polar Fur. And Moonfence picking the Goblin Zeppelin. And he's going to move into Cruncher's base for some harassment. And for some reason, Cruncher does not have a arcade tower. Sorry, got yawn again. Like all WCR audio commentators do. They're a boring job. Nah, just kidding. I really enjoy making audio commentaries, and I intend to make it big as a. Well, make it big. Try to get to some lands to be shoutcasting, and with lands I mean use WC or something like that. So if anyone has contacts or something for me, just feel free to hook me up. And Cruncher is microing his peasants away pretty well here, but he's going to lose these 2 with the Breath of Fire. Good job there by Moonfence. And an arcane tower definitely would have helped Cruncher. I really don't get why he didn't build any. And now he can just freely harass with his Goblin Zeppelin. Especially with this... Oh no, it's not a closed base. There's an opening for the heroes to pass through. A really bad move here by Cruncher, not going for an arcane tower at all. Especially when you're playing Panda first. And Moonfence is, at this point, he reached tier 3. And the thing he wants to do is to keep Cruncher as occupied as possible until he will be able to pick a fight with his bears. and because Cruncher has riflemen, usually they are used in a push and they're not that effective really late game. So you gotta